This is the first video in a series of three on the workings of an empath. This video will give you 10 points of the most common signs of being an empath. First, I'd like to say that being an empath is not something that you can romanticize or think that you are a superwoman or a superman because you have this ability. Sometimes it can be very disturbing. Sometimes it can be overwhelming. And sometimes it can make you feel freakish because the people around you make you feel freakish. But we learn to get past these things. So let's go on before I make this video too long. If you are truly an empath, you are feeling everything. Now, these 10 things that I'm giving you are the signs of a healing empath, which is if you answered all of the questions on the test, you are a healing empath. If you answered a little more than half, then you are an active empath. That means you are working in your ability. And if you answered less than half, then less than half but more than five with yeses and sometimes, then you are an inactive empath with potential. So here are the 10 for the healing empath. And I believe that everybody who scored well has the ability to become or has what they need to be a healing empath. You just haven't dug deep enough. You feel everything. That's just no other way of putting it. You feel everything. If somebody's in a bad mood, you feel that bad mood. Somebody's in a good mood and feeling euphoric, you feel good and euphoric. If somebody is mad or angry, you feel their anger. If somebody's raging and ready to kill, you feel their rage and they're ready to kill. If somebody is afraid and running and hiding and trying to escape, you feel that as well. You feel everything. You can be in a public place and you are flooded with all of these feelings of people that are surrounding you. There are some people who can turn it off or who have to almost conjure it up to make, yourself feel the emotions. But a lot of us can't help it. We just feel them. And it can be overwhelming. It can make you feel sick. I know a lot of people who get migraine headaches as a result of it. I know some people who have panic attacks because they can't deal with the flood of emotions that they're feeling in a public place. And I know some people who actually get nauseated and have to leave so that they can feel better. If you are truly an empath, you can read a person's intentions, their deceptions, their desires. You know what's up. You know what's going on inside those creepy little heads or those naughty little intentions. And you don't mean to be intrusive or nosy. It's just something that comes to you. Um, I call it a crap detector. When somebody is lying to me, I can tell that they're lying to me. When somebody is complimenting me because they want something from me, I can see that too. When somebody's trying to manipulate me, when somebody's trying to take advantage of me or use me or abuse me, I can tell. I can feel all that. The problem is, I usually look at somebody and see their potential or see the goodness in them, and I let them. That's a mistake. That's a no. Don't you do it because it causes a lot of pain and upsetness. So use your crap detector. And if you see the intentions and deception and the manipulation and all of these different things, protect yourself and don't let people take advantage of you. And if you see it happening to somebody else, warn them. Use your gift to help yourself and to help people. If you're truly an empath, you have trouble watching violent movies because you feel the violence, even though they're acting, and the effect that it has on the people who are watching the movie. And you also don't like watching the news. Why? Because you don't like feeling all of the emotions of the people that are being hurt and tormented, and all of these news clips of people blowing themselves up and all this stuff. Of course, you're going to feel these things. If you are truly an empath, you are a seer. You're able to see and tell when people are deceiving, lying, doing things that are corrupt, ready to rob a bank, want to kill somebody. You can feel these things because you can see what's going on in the mind of another person. If you are truly an empath, people open up to you. They seek you out. You are a healing magnet. They know that they're in trouble and they are going to look for you so they can tell you their story and get you to help them. They have a lot of negative energy. They have a lot of bad things going on. And they need you to help them. This happens to me a whole bunch of times because I'm in the supermarket and I'm trying to pick me out some berries, and some lady will come to me and start crying and telling me all about her life. Last time it happened, well, I was in the yarn section at Walmart, and this lady came telling me about all the trouble she was having with her knees. She had knee surgery and then brain surgery, and then she had plantar fasciitis, and she just felt so terrible. And so I had to sit there, um, um, oh, I don't know, for about an hour and 10 minutes talking to this woman and helping her, giving her direction. So that's the kind of thing that happens to you if you are a healing empath. People are drawn to you. You are also sensitive to sounds and environment. You feel the energy in the room. You hear things that others cannot hear. Sounds become very, 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 acute. You can see, you start to see things like auras, and then you start wondering, what the heck is this? Oh, I can't believe I'm seeing what is going on. You smell peculiar things, like, oh, what is that stink? Or what is that smell? I'm smelling roses. I'm smelling flowers. Or maybe you are feeling things like, not only sensing them but feeling actual touches and different things like that. Your five senses become very activated, and of course your sixth sense is beginning to open up as well. If you are truly a healing empath, you are a fan of solitude. You like being by yourself. Why is that? Because when you're with a bunch of people, they're always needing you to help them, or you're always feeling their bad emotions, always feeling their intentions, and it poops you out. So you look for times when you can be alone and not have to worry about the feelings and emotions of other people. Solitude is your friend. If you are truly an empath, you are prone, this is very important because a lot of people don't understand this. You are prone to depression, anxiety, and addiction. Depression, because not only do you have to deal with your own emotions, but you have to deal with the emotions of other people. Not only the emotions, but the bad energy, and sometimes bad karma will come and attack you. What they're going through hits you, and it ain't always a fun thing. So that's something that happens to an empath. You get anxious, you get very, very full of anxiety, have panic attacks. Why? Because you were overwhelmed with the emotions and feelings of others, and you don't know how to cope. So many times you go to an addiction to help you cope with the feelings that you don't know how to deal with. Some people go to drugs, to alcohol. Some people go to things like gambling or shopping. I like the shopping part myself. And then the biggest one of all is emotional eating. Some people eat, they run to the favorite drink. Maybe it's Pepsi, maybe it's Coke, or they run to a food that gives them comfort so that they cannot feel the terror of these emotions that come to them because they're an empath. So there you have it, the 10 most common signs of a healing empath. If you have a question, if you have a story you'd like to share, please do in a comment or get brave and make a video. I'm now going to move on to shielding and learning how to filter emotions.